What's going on, everybody? V here. Coming at you guys with another market watch today. Guys, the market is all over the place. With the release of Infinity Chasers, Arena Lost Souls, Dual Power, the market has been a bunch of ups and downs. People buying and selling rapidly. But before I begin with this video, guys, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell, and comment down below. And if you have any questions, please make sure to type in hashtag Q for V, and I'll answer your question at the end of my next market watch. Oh, before I begin with the market watch, I just want to say, guys, that I'm considering doing streaming on Twitch. And I don't know if I want to do it or not. Definitely after I move, though. But I want to know with your feedback. Should I do streaming on Twitch? I know a lot of you like when I stream on YouTube. It just hurt the channel, though. And when I stream on Twitch, it doesn't. But I don't know. It's kind of a bit of a juggling act. So definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys think about that. Also, as far as the Lost Arts promotion, yeah, don't worry about it. April and May will not have any Lost Arts promotion. They'll resume in June. But as far as that, April and May, we're not getting no Lost Arts cards. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Guys, moving into the market, looking at Fantastical Dragon Phantasm, I was wrong on this card completely. I thought this card was going to go down in value as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players got rid of their extra ones of these. And the prices would have tanked, so Yu-Gi-Oh! Players got money to buy things like Dual Power, or maybe getting the Speed Duel. So literally, a Phantasm is more than enough if you sell one of them to get the best Speed Duel decks, easily. Max rarity. It just is what it is. But people didn't do that. Looking at Fantastical Dragon Phantasm's market price, it's $103. We see it right over here in the market for $102, and easy goes back up to $103, even beyond that. So I still think this card, even though I'm not a big fan of this card, and if we don't get Maxi back, I will be buying a playset for Nationals personally. This price is still insanely high for a set that was just really hard to get for a lot of OTS owners. I'm not sure about Walmart. I think they had a good time in Target, easy time getting their sets. But for, regular local stores, yeah, place where OTSs are ran, yeah, no, not happening. Maybe I'll do a video also after I move about the whole distribution process and about how Konami and distributors really banged over OTS on things like Savage Strike and Soul Burner, because it really was messed up. Moving forward though, guys, looking into it, Pot of Extravagance is going up in value. I quoted this a while ago, and I said it was going to go up a little bit in value, being the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to be going and picking up, decks like Necros, which can abuse Pot of Extravagance. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players want to play Alta, guys, and I'm dead serious. This card actually might go up a little more in the future with the release of Dane, because Alta guys might get more cards and might be more of a meta deck. Pot of Extravagance is a card that's needed in that deck as well. Of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that have Guru Control can also play Pot of Extravagance. Now, I think this is a phenomenal card, I really do, and I think this card is going to be going a lot higher in value in the future. Keep an eye out for this card. Market price of Pot of Extravagance currently is $56. We're looking over here, guys, it's roughly around 58s. Right here, $58, and it quickly hits about 59s. The page bombs out with roughly being around 60s. It's going up in value, being the fact that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are wanting to grab this card. Grab at least a playset. Hopefully, you guys have your playsets. You caught wind of this card going up in value and grabbed it before it started moving up. Because, like I said, from this point on, it's only going to go higher in value. And with the release of Dane, with new Ultra Guys support, and maybe if Ultra Guys don't get hit by a ban list, which I think is a horrible idea, but if Ultra Guys do not get hit by a ban list, Pot of Extravagance is going to really skyrocket in value. And before anyone goes, hey V, why do you think all the guys should get hit in value? Because they're getting everything in this set. I play a deck, it's my favorite deck to play, and even I know that's going to be just insanely busted. I mean, guys, look into it. The new set, it's going to be really good for Alta guys. Looking at Borderless Savage Dragon, it's going down in value. It's actually about $14. It's way under, from what it used to be back in its $25 price point. Psychic Wheeler is still hovering roughly around $7. Witcher Strike, a card I need to pick up. I need to pick up this card, and I recommend you pick up this card before the end of the month, before the pre-release of Dane, before everyone realizes, once again, if the ban list doesn't hit Alta guys, and maybe on some other decks, that this card is a great card that nobody's talking about. I am stone cold serious. This card's insane, and the fact that nobody's looking at this card just blows my mind. It's currently, what, $6 for this card? It's almost $7 for Witcher Strike, and if Alta guys becomes a meta deck, this is a 1-card answer 2-up meta deck that's going to be really good. Guys, look up Manhunt. That card's insane. It comes in that set. You can proc Multi-Faker by taking your opponent's monster, the Trap card. Up next, guys, look at card bands roughly around $5, really just stabilized in value. World Legacy Guard Dragon would be a great card. It would go up in value if, and only if, we got Needle Fiber. That's all it needs for this card to go up in value. But it's not happening. It's not happening, unfortunately. Let's see what's got. Anything else? Sunlight Wolves are about $3. Good. It should be a lot lower, but 3 is still decent. Looking at Infinity Chasers, a set that which nobody really cared about because it came out And then right after it came out, Duel Power came out. And to be honest with you, every Yu-Gi-Oh player skipped this set, and for right reasons, because the core cards, besides Mythical Beast Shackle King, nobody really cared about. But looking at Infinite Chasers, if you're looking to pick up Witchcrafters and Evil Eye, Sergio Watcher the Evil Eye is tanking in value. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to tank, and look at Witchcrafter Creation, that card's eventually going to tank. The only reason they both haven't tanked together is because Witchcrafter, they announced a new card. So Yu-Gi-Oh players that are looking to hold Witchcrafters just holding on to it, going, this is it, guys, this is a new card, we'll be the best with this new... It's not going to happen. I mean, the card's going to come out, but I don't think it's going to be, like, a meta deck. But looking at it, Sergio's going down in value, which is awesome, and hopefully Witchcraft Creation goes down in value, because I think these are great core sets to have. Infinite Track Drill still stabilizing with Harvester, still stabilizing roughly around $7 for each of these cards. Sure, I mean, I think this set is going to tank in value. I still think there's value in this set in the future, but currently right now, it's not. I mean, they really threw 3 deck cores, threw cards like Secret Vigil Spellcasters, Super Rare, which we already had, Spellbook of Knowledge, which we already had as an Ultra reprint, and then we got it here. This is Draco Stack, which was an excellent reprint that nobody wanted. I think there's a lot of good value in here, but as far as the multiple prints of a reprinted card, being thrown it again in here, it makes a set that much more weak of a set. Throwing 3 deck cores that aren't doing nothing in the meta is weak. Making 2 of those 3 deck cores money, that's weak. Throwing the cards like Magical Cylinders, not good. This is just not a good set to pick up right now. I do like Magician's Left and Right Hand. I think that's a great card. They're like 10 cents. I own my playsets each. Hopefully you guys got yours. I think those are cool cards, but they're only 10 cents. These should have been the secret rares. These should have been the short printed cards. Really, another Wonder-Wand? Like we need another Wonder-Wand? We didn't need that. Arcanine Magician actually is another great card in this set. That actually is good. I think that it's a very big sleeper. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to be looking to grab this in the future. And it was going up in value for the original print, which was super rare. This was a good reprint. And Konami should have kept on this train of great reprints. And you can see over here, looking at Infinite Chasers, they just didn't do that. And I felt like they really missed a beat on this set. That could have been a blowout set. We need another reprint of American Magic Astral Force. That card, Ultimate Rares, only has value, and that value is so conflated, most of your players aren't buying into it. I have 4 of them still listed on TCG Player. It just doesn't do anything. And 10 How's It Gate. This is like, was this in a starter deck? Like, what are you doing? This is what I'm saying. Like whoever said, I'm going to make Infinite Chasers, it's going to be a really good set. I'm going to put 3 amazing deck cores, a great artwork, by the way. Amazing deck cores in here. We're doing this. All right, what are your reprints? Trash. Trash reprints. I want all the dankest trash reprints in this set. Like, what are you trying to prove, Konami? You guys had a great chance to reprint a lot of wanted cards in this set, and I felt like you missed the beat, unfortunately. Moving forward, Speed Duel Arena Lost Souls is going down in value. Boosters box is staying around the same. They're about $36. But look at cards like Spirit Creepo, which was almost a $30 card. Mark price still has it roughly around 21. We're seeing it about 18. It's going down in value. Then got called the Haunted, which nobody really plays if you do play Speed Duels. That card's 14. It was $30 as well. We're seeing roughly around $13. Bishop Zuri, I don't know who could pull it. Mark price is $8. The card showing at $7. A pretty good card. Blue Sunflower Dragons for the lows and for collectors alike. It's $3. 2 Minute Fair is a card I want to play, but let's be honest with you, why I'm playing Speed Duels. I'm not playing Gravekeepers competitively. I'm playing it casually because they're not as good at the moment right now compared to other decks in Speed Duels. And by other decks, I mean Blue Eyes, the deck, Blue Eyes Tyrant deck, as well as Amazon. These are the 2 decks in Speed Duels currently. And with the release of Speed Duels, Arena Lost Souls, not much has really changed. We only saw cards come out that's really important, like Spirit Creepo, which will set the precedence for future meta in Speed Duels. Do I think Speed Duels is dead? Absolutely not. I think Speed Duels is really fun. I enjoy playing it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Day Speed Duels, I think Konami definitely should have scaled that back. They should have did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day for Speed Duels and a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day for regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Don't punish regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Players and force us to buy into Speed Duels. That's how you get people not to want to play into Speed Duels. That's how you grow that animosity between Speed Duel players and constructed Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. We can be both. Let's have tournaments for both. Yu-Gi-Oh! Day has always been constructed as well as you know, and in this case, as well as for Speed Duels. I just don't like the fact that Konami's making us choose, and by choose, I mean forcing us to choose only Speed Duels for today Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. I do like the mat. I think the event looks really fun, but once again, I know Yu-Gi-Oh! players in my shop right now that don't want to touch Speed Duels with a 10-foot pole. I disagree with them, But the same token is, I'm going to have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day for Speedo players only. It's just not fair. And I feel like Konami really missed the beat on this. And even though Konami's done a lot of phenomenal things, maybe I'm wrong, but lately, they've been messing up on so many things. It's been accumulatively mess-ups. And I'm not sure if Konami just goes, we're doing good? Alright, let's mess up on things. But this is one thing they messed up on, amongst other things like rulings that are just really bad, vague, and when you send them an email, you don't get a respond like I did. I went on the Judge Education Facebook page, and I hate that because everyone talks upscale. They try to talk fancy. They try to change their words around. It sounds really. I hate that. I hate that Facebook page. If you guys are on it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not on it, don't worry about it. It's nothing. If you're a judge, you get to go on there and just hear people just pompously talk down to other people who have questions and or change. Like they use the word DUELIST. DUELIST, a duelist that's really a thing in there, and it's absolutely atrocious. But there is good information in there. There is information that if you have a question, you can't get an answer. Just realize it's probably going to be by a pompous judge. Unfortunately, this is what we have, and Konami's not really fixing this. They're allowing this. Also, it's called something conflagration, adjudication conflagration. Judge lounge. Call it what it is. Moving forward. And by the way, going back to the ruling thing, I didn't do a video on the rulings, guys, because to be honest with you, I spent about 3 hours going over the whole setup with the rulings. About 3 hours, reading both of them back to back, looking at the old rulings, finding the differences, looking at the new text that Konami sent out, and then having questions that I made to give to Konami. And some of them have been answered, some of them haven't. Some of them I'm still, once again, very vague on. I know a lot of you guys have a big problem with that, about the vagueness, about, you know, your opponent just going, I don't have it, and you can't look at a hand. I get that. I know 100%. It's annoying. Maybe I'll do a video in the future about the setup of it and how easily, maybe even do a series about how easy it is to break these rules, because it's very easy. Not to break Konami rules, I should really say, but to abuse Konami rules with the new ruling Konami gave to everybody, or with the vagueness. And hopefully that changes. Hopefully Konami clarifies better, and this rollout of the ruling update was done relatively incorrectly. It should have been done slowly. You can't just throw things. You can't throw TOS down the Yu-Gi-Oh place and go, you should have read it. Did you read the TOS? You mean the out-of-date TOS from 2014? That TOS? You mean that one? Oh yeah, everyone reads that. New Yu-Gi-Oh players love reading TOS. You kidding me? Nothing I love doing more than reading TOS and working on my deck. Stop it, Konami. You're embarrassing yourself with your inadequacies. It's annoying. What you really should be doing is helping players and helping them understand. Not just going, everyone should read TOS. Everyone should read rulings, update comprehension policies. Right? Everyone should. The out-of-date form that's over 5 years ago. My youngest son was not born. My youngest son wasn't born yet. And before you guys fixed that policy, redid that policy. So please, don't insult everybody yourself. I think Konami's done a lot of great things, but these are some of the things that they need to get on top of. And they need to stop acting pompous and start acting with a little bit of humility towards the Yu-Gi-Oh community that's promoting the game. Sorry about going on a little rant about that. Market watch. Looking at Soul Fusion, guys, Dangerous Chuchinoko is currently roughly around $44. Under its $45 market price point. This card has just been stabilizing. It really has not been going up. It was roughly around 50s, but it's just stabilizing. Looking at cards like Dungeon Dragon Colossus, $39 in the market price. You're seeing here about $34 because that's the expectation of this card getting Ultimate reprint. Because Konami said we're getting a Thunder Dragon Ultimate reprint. Whew, hopefully. Up next, guys, we got cards like Trap Trick, currently $29 in the market. It was roughly around 33. It's just calming back down a little bit because most decks don't need extra Trap Tricks anymore. The only deck that uses it is really what Salamangreats for the most part. There's not many Ultimate players around. It used to be a big dojo. Now, very little dojo. Moving forward, guys, Chaos Dragon Levineer is about $14. The card's just a good card. I still think BLS is better, but I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players like this because the opt to rip the cards out of people's hands is really good, and I get that. Orchestrated Returns currently roughly around $7. It's just cooling down back down the market. The card was always not as good. It got brought up because of Orchestrated hype, and nothing really changed here. They just done it used to be like $3. Now it's roughly around $6 for this card, which is pretty weird. Let's see what we got here. Not really as far as that. Moving forward to Cybernetic Horizon, we have Borosaur Dragon, which current price point is roughly about $63, and it's holding that price point, about $63 for Borosaur Dragon. And then anyone that goes, that's a lot of money, this card used to be almost around $100. For it to be about $63, with the announcement of its reprint at its original rarity, it's actually really good, and I hope that as we move forward, as we go near Nationals, this gets a lot cheaper to Yu-Gi-Oh players who have to go to Nationals, who need a Borosaur Dragon, who have to shell out money for that, and hopefully it'll be cheaper for those Yu-Gi-Oh players. Because right after Nationals, this card is going to be one of the first cards to tank in value. That and Skystrike Engage. You see over Nessie's over here holding a $38 price point. Jackalopes around 18. Remember when this card was 40? Fun times, not for everybody that had a wallet. Up next, we can see Dangerous Bigfoot, dropped around $17. Sure, I don't know why, but sure, this card should be nothingness. Then you got other cards like Cyber Dragon Seeger, which is still around $6 because Cyber Dragon players don't care. They'll always pop that price up. Cyber Ref System's roughly around $6, and I think maybe I was wrong about Nasher hitting a $20 price point again. Maybe Nasher could hit about these price points, be about $6. So the range of Nashers for me is about $6 to $20. I'll give you my honest opinion about the range because I don't know what's gonna happen. Cyber Dragon players choose their hero, and the hero's expensive cards that we all have to look at and go, why? Just God, why? We also got Hertz, which is actually an ultra rare, which Nasher can kind of hit as well. It's around $5 in the price point. Let's see what else we have over here, guys. Battles of Legends, this Cyber Emergency. Oh, I'm sorry, it used to be 20s. It's been a while since I looked at this card. It's $30 for Cyber Emergency. Make that range $4 to $30 for Cyber Dragon Nasher. Because that's what I think about when I look at Cyber Dragon Nasher. Because Cyber Emergency should not be this much money. Also, it's about $30, and to be honest with you, there's only 7 of the price points in the market. This can go higher. This can be like a card for Cyber. This isn't even like the main card. It's Infinity, but Infinity has been reprinted so many times. This is it right here. It's Road for Cyber Dragons. After you deck from your hand, one Cyber Dragon machine or Light Machine monster. That's it. I mean, it has a lot of effects, but I mean, goddamn, really $30, guys? You got number 75, Bamboozling Gospel Shadow, which used to be roughly a $35 card. Not seeing much play and it's plummeting in value. The card's gonna be hitting like $3 or $4 soon. Maybe we'll consider picking up when it hits that low. Trickster Reincarnation is going to be $9 for this card. I'm sorry, $10 for Trickster Reincarnation. Reprinted from Battles of Legends Relentless Revenge. This is a $10 card. And then you look at the other versions from KONAMI Duelist. It's also roughly around $10 for Trickster Reincarnation. You have Gamersu roughly around $7. It's actually a little bit down from its $8 market price. And other cards like Castle of Stromberg. Someone asked me the other day, hey V, should I go in and grab Golden Castle Stromberg? And my answer to that is no, absolutely not. I think this card was a cool card, but it was a gimmicky card. And that's all it was. There's nothing that's gonna make this a deck tier 1 deck. It did have a cool effect, but that's really it. And yeah, no, it's not worth it. I mean, you have a lot of other great cards like Superior King, Dragon, Darkroom, Secret Rare. I wish it came out Ultimate Rare. That'd be kind of cool, but it's about $5. You have like Soundstrike, which is a little bit under $5. Looking at Dark Savior, Skystrike, Mobilize, Engage. Even though Strikers are obviously the best deck in the game right now, Engage has a market price of $41, but we're seeing here $38. Now that's for Unlimited, but it's still lower on the market than its current market price. As far as first editions, it's about $40, which is still a little bit lower than its current price point on the market price. Then you got cards like Sky Striker, Mecha Widow Anchor. It's about $29. Actually, this card's a little bit higher. It's supposed to be hovering around 25s. So this is a little bit higher. This is a little bit lower. Sky Strikers, basically, in my opinion, are just hovering right now, waiting for the ban list. That's all that's happening. The deck is waiting. The minute we get a ban list, Sky Strikers are not touched, which I don't think they're going to be touched. They're going to go up in value. They're going to go up in value. And the reason I don't think they're going to be touched is because Konami wants to promote the new set, the Battles of Legends set, which comes out after Nationals, but prepares Yu-Gi-Oh players for regionals, even though there's a bands coming in, which probably hit this deck afterwards, after Konami made their money, and then no one will get their invite with it, but everyone will feel like they can get the invite, and isn't that something? Moving forward, guys, Flames of Destruction, Infinite Impermanence, original prints. Like I said the other day, I'll show you guys, or again right here, it's going back up in value. Infinite Impermanence was like, whoa, my match print or short print? Bro, we cool, we not cool? You a cop? It had no idea. Then we realized that Infinite Impermanence obviously was the short print card, which I think a lot of us already kind of knew, but wanted 100% clarification on. Looking at Infinite Impermanence from Flames of Destruction, market price of this card is $66. And then when you look at the unlimited versions, you can see it over here for roughly about $68, $69-ish. First editions are about $71 still. Infinite Impermanence is just going back up in value. It's short printed, and this is still the higher version. If Konami made Dual Power a secret rare set as opposed to an ultra rare set, Dual Power would be vastly different. I mean, I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me talking about Dual Power. Some of you want to hear more. Some of you are probably like, ugh, we're done, V. But if Dual Power was a secret rare set, the numbers and price points would be so much, even short printed, this Infinite Impermanence from Flames of Destruction would go down in value. Being the fact that it's an ultra rare set, there's a big difference, and there's still going to be some movements in the market, but I don't think this Infinite Impermanence is going to be going down with the ultra rare short print. I think we're going to need another printing of Infinite Impermanence. Hopefully either Battles of Legends Secret reprint, which will be definitely affect this price point, or maybe even a Megaton, which would be even great, which would be phenomenal. But it really depends when it comes out, because this needs to be a thing already. Ghost Spell Home Dimension starting to go down in value. Who didn't see that coming? Market price is $32. We're seeing over here unlimited roughly around $28. Nightmare Unicorn, a card that did not get a reprint, in Dual Power, which I wish it did as an Ultra. I wish all the Nightmares got an Ultra Rare reprint. Nightmare Unicorn's market price is $31. It's still about $29, but still relatively expensive for a card you may or may not need. Then you got Nightmare Corrupted Ibly. The card used to be roughly around 30s. We're seeing it roughly here about $23. It's stabilizing though on price point. So if you guys are holding Ibly still, good. It's stabilizing. I'd still say get rid of this card. I don't trust this card whatsoever. Then we got Vampire Sucker around $21. This card makes no sense. I want this card all day long, but $21 is a really high price point to pay for a card. To be honest with you, it does nothing at the moment. Now, do I think this can do things? Absolutely. Do I think this will get a reprint? You damn right I do. When? I don't know. Hopefully soon, because this card definitely needs a reprint soon. And hopefully that original rarity. It's a gorgeous, cool looking card. The artwork's really cool. Everything about the card looks really, really cool. Warlike Succession. I recently bought 3 from a customer, and I got rid of my 3rd one. Let me tell you right now, sell it as fast as possible. It's just not worth it. Then you got other cards like Nightmare Griffin, which is currently roughly around $10. This is stabilizing a price point around 10. It used to be 6s, then it went to 8s, and it wasn't 8 that long because it hit 10 relatively quickly, and that's what we're seeing it here in the market for. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, Trishbania. Everyone should have a Trishbania. Everyone should. $7. Hasn't got reprinted yet. I don't know. This is a great card. Then you got your Multi-Fakers. Now, if you're looking to play Alter Guys, obviously this is a card you need. Looking at cards from Dual Power with the reprints of Alien Match, Infinite Permanents, cards that are used in Alter Guys, you want to get your Multi-Fakers. They're $5. Every other Alter Guys card from the 2018 Megatons is like $1 at best. And even then, it's a lot of money. You can get the Star 4 versions. You get all kinds of stuff. Basically, Alter Guys is a dirt cheap deck. And if you have access to Infinite Permanents and Evenly Match, you can play Alter Guys. And it's a really good deck. The only money card in the deck that's really big is Alter Guys Multi-Faker, which you can see over here, guys, is roughly around $5. This is tanked hard in value. This should be a $10 card. And when it first came out, it was $15 for Alter Guys Multi-Faker. This is what I'm saying. This is why I think we should have ultra rare cards, like Nightmare cards, in Dual Power. It would have been a great selling point. Looking at Nightmare Phoenix, it's around it's around $4 for a Nightmare Phoenix. And the only reason it's such a inflated price point is because Konami didn't make any reprints of this card since Flames of Destruction. I understand you want to add some great filler cards into your sets, Konami. I get that, but the Nightmare package would have been a great selling point. It would have made you players want to buy more Dual Power, which is already sold out from what I could tell. As far as distributors, I know someone will comment, well, V, my Walmart has it. You damn right they do. But distributors, as well as Konami themselves, they were sold out of Flames of Destruction. Cards like Nightmare Phoenix definitely would have been a great selling point to promote that, as well as other Nightmare monsters. But that's like the most used one. Then we have Cold by the Grave, another card. It's roughly around $3 to $4. This is a common. This is a common. Can we just talk about how this is a common and it's $4? I bought these from my customers. I don't know how many, but I sold all of them. Then, of course, you got Red Reboot, which is about $3.85. I mean, you can see it over here, guys. Moving forward, we got Circuit Break, which really doesn't have much value. I mean, you got Evenly Matched still. They're about 20s. Under the $31 market price. We have Barlow Dragon, which is finally hitting a low price point of roughly around $23. Under its $28 market price. We have Spear Mode Super Rares, or $4, that are worthless. Because why would you want Super Rare Spear Mode when there's an Ultra Rare and Dual Power, which looks exactly the same as the one from the Millennium Pack? Like, exactly the same. Then you got the Shooter, which is roughly around $3, which I think needs another reprint or a ban to this. I don't know what it needs more, but it needs something. Moving forward, guys, Bowser Legends, Gassy Soldier being the most expensive card is not. Market price of Gassy Soldier from Bowser Legends, Light's Revenge is $12. We're seeing at 6s. Double Evolution Pill is barely holding on to the $6 price point. The market price is a little bit higher than that. Then you got other cards like Cyframe Lord Omega, which the thing about this card is it didn't get a reprint, it just went lower in value after going high in the past. I think Cyframe Lord Omega can go high in value in the future. If you guys are looking to grab a card, this is a great card to grab. I think it's a card that, because we're looking at the other Cyframe stuff, we're looking at Gamma Scope in value. And I'm not sure if Gammas are going to be seeing a lot more play or just going up because of hype, but if Gammas do see any kind of meta play, Cyframe Lord Omega will follow it easily in the market. Right now, it's not currently doing nothing. Everyone's focusing on Gamma, but if Gamma, like I said, if Gamma does show any kind of relevance in the meta, this card is going to react in the market. Then you got Artifact Sanctum, which is roughly around $5. I had one using my dollar bind in my store the other day. Sold it for $1. I knew what it was. I knew it the minute the guy handed me. I go, that was in a dollar bind? He goes, yep. I go, well, I didn't catch it, so normally I would say no. I would keep it. So I don't care. It's a $5 card for $1. And the guy was happy, which, you know, makes me happy. Next, Danko Sekka's Secret Rare is about $5. It's finally stabilizing about 5s, roughly. But after that one sold, it's $6, and I don't want to hear not a damn thing about it. This card's crazy. It was originally like $1 when it first came out, Bowser Legends. Went to like $2.50, $2.75. Now we're seeing here roughly around $6. Mirror Contact is roughly about $4. In reality, Mirror Contact ain't worth the damn thing. Then you got Crystal Wing Single Dragon, which got the Ultra reprint, but and I wouldn't even look at this version. I would seriously look at the original print version. That's the one I would say to pick up. And then you got Minerva. I constantly keep telling everybody to pick up Minerva because this card is so dirt cheap. It's one of the very few cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That at a secret rare is cheaper than the Ultra Rare and Super Rare because they were prize cards. And as a secret rare, it's $4, where Super Rares and Ultra Rares are still insanely expensive. I just recommend you grab your Minerva. I just like this card. I think it's going to be good in the future. Maybe long run, but nevertheless in the future. Then you got Anti-Spell Fragrance, Ultra Rare from Battle Legends. You guys, with the Pendulum's Structure X Spellcasters coming out, you might want to grab these. You want to grab at least a place up for yourself and put them aside. Because the Pendulums are a deck, that card's going to be scary. And you're going to need that against them. Also, Vanity Fiend Ultra Rare $1. I just like this card. With Dane coming out, with Yu-Gi-Oh! Players might consider playing Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss used to be able to just go into like a crazy board with a Vanity Fiend. And they can still do it, actually. So, if you are looking to play Burning Abyss, and you want a good rarity besides Ultimate Rare, you can grab an Ultra Rare Vanity Fiend from Battle Legends. They are $. Great buys right now. Bond between teacher and student. Now, I wasn't going to cover dual power. I swear to God, I wasn't going to cover dual power. But here I am covering dual power because something really weird happened. Originally, Bond between teacher and student came out to be a $10 card. Then it tanked, and it was roughly around $1. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. I think everybody was like, whew, market was being crazy. No big deal. We see the market price roughly be about $4, and we look over here, it's $1, and then it goes back into $8. What the heck? Like, why? Why is that much money? Look at Magician of Chaos. This card was, I think, just short printed. I don't think it's. I think it's more of a collector's card. The market has this card roughly around $6, and you're seeing it roughly around $7.50 for this card. It was just a short printed card. I know in my situation, my shop. I'm not sure about you guys, and I would love to know in the comment section below, but this wasn't pulled as heavily in my shop. And I would love to know, one thing, guys, let me know how many of these you pulled, because I don't think many were pulled. And it's a great collector's card. Even though my son, he loves the artwork of this card. Up next, Emergency Teleport. Everyone forgot about this card. Everyone did. The crazy thing about Emergency Teleport, Ultimate Rare, is that people eventually forget about it, and then it goes up in value when people remember that it's a really good card that's limited. Because if it wasn't limited, it would break the game itself. Look at Emergency Teleport, market price is $16. Now, Unlimited Lightning Plays is what I really want to show you guys. It's $12. It's a great buy for Unlimited Lightning Play for E-Telly. If you guys are looking for a first edition, that's where it's going to get a little bit more expensive. In fact, let's be honest, it's going to get a lot more expensive. Way over the market price. Looking at first edition, we're going to catch that bad boy roughly around $32. $30 for first edition. But if you want Unlimited, which once again is what I would recommend right now, it's about $12. I don't think this card's gonna come off the ban list, but if it came to 2, that's huge. If it came to 3, the whole meta shifts. Cosmos actually will see play again. As much as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players will go, I don't think Cosmos would, maybe, I don't know. E-Telly goes to 3, Cosmos is a meta deck because now they're fully unlocked and the meta is going to go crazy. Up next, guys, Forbidden Chalice. Ultimate Rare has been going up in value, and I really haven't had time to cover it because, you know, the dual power thing. Market price on Forbidden Chalice is $22. And then we look over here for Light Play, it's about $19. And then we go as far as like a first edition version of this card, it's about $30 for Ultimate Rare Forbidden Chalice. I always liked this card, but I always never agreed with the price point of Forbidden Chalice. There were times where it kind of saw meta play, and then when it kind of saw meta play as an ulti, I wasn't crazy about its price point back then. And right now, looking at it right now, I'm not crazy about its price point right now, to be honest with you. Master Monk is a lot of money. I don't know why, but if you have Master Monk, you have a lot of money because why? Reasons. Look at the price point of this card. It's almost near $4. And then we see it here about $33. Master Monk, Ultimate Rare. He does Kung Fu with his feet. Rechief, the Dark Being, is another card that used to be around $5. Gorgeous artwork. I love the artwork on this card. It looks beautiful. And we're not seeing about that. It's about roughly around $19. And then you see over here after that about $25 for Rechief, the Dark Being. Then we have Yosenju. Mayo Senju. Delicious. I wish this card was yellow. Anyway, Diebacks is the only card in Yosenju's currently right now that's going up in value. Current price point of this card is roughly around $250, but it's not really that. It's actually around $5 to almost $6. First edition Lightly Played, you see it roughly around $7. Unlimited about $5 to $6 for Mayo Senju. Listen, I don't know why this card's going to value. I obviously it's because of new Yosenju support. My opinion on it, I like to use new Yosenju support. I wish it came out when this deck came out because it would have been amazing. But it coming out right now is not good enough for Yosenju. Yosenju still have a lot of inherent flaws in the deck. I think it's cool that the deck got new support. I'm hoping the deck gets better support that makes it a playable tier 1 deck. Because I would love to play Yosenju. It's a fun deck. I have. Like, I'm an old school Yu-Gi-Oh nerd that went and got ulti 5 formation tankies when they were dirt cheap. About, what, a year ago? I think I even did a market watch about them, talk to you guys about this card. This card was roughly at the time $18 to $20 for OT tankies. You see it over here about $36 in the market, and you can see unlimited light played. That's about $35. And I believe if your essentials show any kind of viability, it will go up in value. I believe when KONAMI ever makes any booster support, it will go up in value. I believe if we get anything like, you know, anything relevant, oh my god, my brain just shot down. Anything relevant to a Trident, a Zodiac Trident, or Zoo in general, I believe this card will go up in value. And I believe if you're centered to see any kind of real meta play, I'm not sure I mentioned this already, but it will go up in value. What I'm trying to say is, this is the real hidden value, not this. This is the card you want to get. Don't look at this. Don't be fooled. I think this card will go up in value because it's a rotor for any kind of a Beast Warrior deck. And looking in the past, that's been a thing. Looking in the future, I'm not a fortune teller, but that's gonna be a thing. This is what you want to get. That is not. Moving forward, looking at 2018 Megatons, because I want to laugh and cry at the same time. Boiler Dragon Megatons is the most expensive card in the set. Megatons, MSRP $20, you say? Boiler Dragon has a market price of $22, but when we look at it, it's actually $16 for Boiler Dragon from the Megatons. Saryuja Boy is roughly around $22, holding a $21 market price. This is about to go down in value. Evenly Matched, $17 to $18. Mythical Beast Master Therapist is actually a card that used to be like $1. It's actually about $9. Original Print's holding roughly around $10 for this card. Inspector Boy is about $7 to $8. Sure, cool. I think this card can go up in more in value if, once again, the right pieces fall in line. If KONAMI makes a balance and doesn't hit Altergeist, and if Altergeist players realize, oh my god, we just went Super Saiyan Instinct in a meta where everyone's going Kaioken, that makes this card that much more better of a card. This card would spike crazy high in value if Altergeists are not touched. And then you got Topologic Bomber Dragon. This is always a good card. Not Altergeist, I'm sorry. Sketchmaker players love this card. And then you got Heavy Metal Force Electrolyte. Card used to be $3. It's actually $4, almost $5. I don't know why. I think it's anticipation of looking at the ban list, anticipation of looking at the Spellcaster Structure deck, and going, if KONAMI really wants to pull Spellcaster Structure decks, if KONAMI want to pull more Pendulums, but definitely the Pendulums in the Spellcaster Structure deck, if they want that to be one of the best decks, how could they do it? It's so easy. You unlock Electrolyte. Give us 2, give us 3, and then Pendulums, Spellcaster Pendulums, become one of the best decks. Maybe even Pendulum in general, but definitely Spellcaster Pendulums. And I think KONAMI can easily hit certain cards and unlock certain cards, one of them being Electrolyte, mainly being Electrolyte, actually, and this would be the best card. Then you got Nightfall, which is roughly around $4. Up next, Lavalla Chain. Market price is $5, but it's actually higher, way higher. It's actually around $9 to about $15. That's Unlimiteds are $9.45. First editions are almost near $15 for a card with a $5 market price for Lavalla Chain. Now, it has other versions. The DT versions are still about $28, which even though it went up a little bit from the $23 market price, it's still a good card to buy for DT. You have a gold rare, but don't do it to yourself. Don't do it! Market price of gold rare Lavalla Chain is $2. It's actually about $5. Gold rare card had value. This is something really rare, because gold rare, especially premium gold, they rarely go up in value. Then you got Effect Veil from Duel Saga. Market price is roughly around $12, and it's holding around $12. This card was 5 to 6s forever. Now it's 12s. And by the way, someone asked me to cover Duel Saga. I'll do it really quickly because I really love this set. It's my favorite ultra rare rarity in the game. It's gorgeous ultra rare rarity. If you guys have Duel Saga cards, you can put them next to any other ultra rare, and they blow it out the water. It's just very high rarity cards. But is TC Play gonna load? Are we loading? Is it one of the things I can click? Let me see. Click it twice. Okay, maybe I'll do it for another video. Oh. This is that video. Looking at Black Sun Soldier is also roughly around $11. It's stabilizing. I mean, it's a little under its market price of $11.64, but it's still stabilizing. It's still a great card that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players kind of forgot about. But I think it's a phenomenal card, and I think with Thunder Dragons getting the reprint, hopefully Colossus, it better be Colossus, this card can actually go up in value. We got Bionic, which is roughly around $8 to $9. Rescue Cat's around $7. Red Sox Metal Dragon should be banned. It's about $5. Violon is $4 and dropping. No one's buying that. Padu has a great card. It's roughly around $4. It's probably the best Padu Alley besides Secret Rare, and then besides, obviously, the Ultimate Rare. Then you got Blizzard Dragon, which is around $3, which is okay. Sure. I mean, okay. Silent Wong is a great reprint in this set. I mean, it's just Value City in this set. I really wish KONAMI made Dual Power with the same foiling process they used for Duel Saga, because that would have made it that much more better of a set. That would have made it more wanted. Even though it was already a highly wanted set, that would have helped increase it. Common question of the day says, where should I spend 40K on these 2019 advent calendars? Also, didn't realize the chat was in the video. Yeah, no, We don't know much about the 2019 advent calendars, but we do know if you buy a lot of the 2018 advent calendars, you just lose money. They literally rip your shirt off, go in your house, steal all your shirts, steal your socks, and say go outside in shame and walk around. I'll do another one. Set One Pass says, thank you by the way, Ishmael. Set One Pass says, hi V, will you be doing another shout type video for small YouTubers? Appreciation for small Yu-Gi-Oh channels, or maybe a collab video, or something cool. I could do with some tips. Thank you. Thanks. Hope you have a good day. Set One Pass out. Well, thank you for your question, Set One Pass. And yeah, I'm absolutely not many content creators like to go back and review smaller channels. I think it's very important. I think the smaller channels can be the future bigger channels. I think the smaller channels can be way bigger than anyone currently right now. It's that the game is growing that rapidly and the possibilities are that big. It's definitely not just a carrot on the stick. That's an illusion. It's more like a steak on a stick, and eventually you can get the steak if you do your work to your channel. And absolutely, I love smaller content creators, and I think they're very important for the game. I like smaller content creators more than I like bigger content creators, because smaller content creators have that passion still that I think some of our bigger content creators have forgotten. Maybe some haven't, but there's definitely some that definitely have. And I feel like I would love to do a video for smaller content creators to help review their channel. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a full video, but if I can, I would love to. Maybe I'll post something in the community tab. Saying, hey guys, if you're a small channel, hit me up in the community tab, and I would love to talk about, maybe do a video specifically for you. Definitely want to do that in the future. So in order to do that, please make sure to subscribe and hit the like button on this video. But definitely something I definitely want to do in the future is talk about small content creators and what can help their channel out and what can help them make them more successful content creator. Anyway guys, it's your boy V. I really appreciate you paisanos watching my video. Please make sure to subscribe already. Hit the like button, and you paisanos, have a good day.